Hello, knockouts. Tanya TKO here. Oh, listen, that mastermind was so amazing. So we came out earlier this morning and I did a video for you all entitled, If You Don't Like It Here, Leave, right? And so I've come back out to create another video now because I was even a little tiny bit late for my mastermind, but that was fine because they were still doing the introductions and I was able to jump in and get my introduction going. And so I feel so I feel so blessed to be able to have vetted people, successful people, people who have great accomplishments in their lives, people who are emotionally intelligent, people who are certified, verified, and credentialed, and have the success in their lives to show for it. I'm grateful that I have these people who can pour into me behind the scenes and whom I can pour into, and having colleagues of like mind and direction and like energy. And so good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. If you all are not, hey LaRon, hey Janelle, hey Jojo, hey Playa. 5:30 a.m. Oh goodness. Well, welcome in. Grand Rising. Hello, 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 hello. Somebody say, Mojo, Tanya, what's the matter? No, there's nothing the matter, actually. Simi's in the house. Hey, Simi. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, we got Black Mamba in the house. That is quite the name. My goodness gracious me, oh my. All right. So good morning. Good morning. Precious is saying your vibe attracts your tribe. I was going to write that in the description, but I just changed it to, I was actually writing that and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to write find your tribe. So listen, my message this morning to you is go towards where it is that you resonate. You know what I mean? There are people who are like, oh, I am unsubscribing from XYZ and subscribing to ABC. Yes, that's exactly what you should do. Subscribe to the people you want to subscribe to. Don't subscribe to the people you don't want to subscribe to. You know, I get so many of you that write to me behind the scenes and you're like, oh, look at what this person is saying. And I'm like, well, why are you watching this person's videos if you don't like what this creator is teaching about, this content creator is teaching about? So you all have to forgive me. I'm in the middle of another detox, and so everything is leaking from my face. So you just forgive me for that. So the money struggle is saying there's some entitled people out there. Well, listen. Let me come this way so I can. Okay, I gotta go way far. Oh my gracious. All right. So yeah. Go, your vibe attracts your tribe. Go find your tribe. Go where it is that you resonate. For the people who are happy to be on my page, I'm happy to have you here. If my particular brand and message is in alignment with your own, stay, enjoy, grow. If there's somebody else that you feel is more in alignment with where it is that you are and what it is that you want, go there. It's very simple. It's not as difficult. It's not as difficult as some people try to make it seem. It's not as difficult. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come out and finish up the conversation that I did find a prototype. Thank you. It was, you know what? I found it. I put it in a place that I wanted to keep near to me because I was like, I always want to be able to find it. But then I forgot about the place that I typically keep it. So I don't have an exact prototype for my design. What I did was I was able to get a sample of what I want my box to look like, or what our box will look like. So don't pay attention to the writing, right? So this is the box, and it has a little drawer that pulls out, and the cards go inside here. The instructions go on the back. Mine is going to be a bit longer because we're going to have about 200 questions in there. So the game is basically called Are You the One for Me? And on the front of the card are questions. On the back of the card is a design that hides a secret clue, right? So you're going to listen to what the person is saying. You're going to use your mighty decoder, and you're going to read the back of the card, and you're going to see what cues and clues you should listen for in your partner's answer. So it is a beautiful, amazing game. It's a powerful game. It's a changer. You know, there are a lot of people who are writing to me nowadays since I thank you. Al Kahina says the box is so cute. Yes, there are a lot of people nowadays who are writing to me about those Black women who are married to the Proud Boys, right? And their group has some problematic ties. When the President of the United States, in refusing to denounce white supremacists, tell the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by, when the Proud Boys are fighting to keep a racist white supremacist in the White House and disenfranchise everyone's vote, it's problematic. And some people are writing to me just the mere fact that these women got married, that I should be congratulating them. But my channel is not about just getting married. And there are people who compare my channel to other channels that are out there, and they're like, why don't you do things this way? Why don't you promote XYZ? And my channel is about self-love. So at the end of the day, what it is that I want is for you to love yourself. And part of loving yourself in a situation like this is doing the work to cultivate yourself. Surrounding yourself with qualified people who feel confident to speak the truth to you and with you, whom you can speak the truth to. There are a lot of you out there who are in toxic relationships, and you yourself, you don't have a handle on your personal relationships behind the scenes. So you don't know how to have difficult conversations. You don't know how to volley. You don't know how to advocate for yourself. You don't know how to set up boundaries, and you don't know how to not take on other people's stuff as your own, not to take ownership and responsibility for other people's outward emotion, because, you know, emotions can be used to manipulate. And there are many of us out there who have been in relationships with men who have begun to cry, but those tears were crocodile tears because those tears were meant to keep you in a certain pattern. And so there are a lot of us out there who, when we see people exhibit a certain type of emotion, you think that you need to go put on your cape, your builder hat, go grab your wrench and be like, there. Oh, I'm bad. Don't forget what. And the thing is that a lot of our mothers, a lot of our parents, let me get my angle correct, right? That's how a lot of our mothers behaved. There are people to this day who can't talk to their mothers, that you go to your mother and you're like, you know what, Mom? There were some traumas that I experienced as a child. And then the mother goes, oh, I'm terrible. I was the worst mother ever. Why don't you just put me in an old folks home? I just want to die. And they use these outbursts as a form of manipulation. And it's like you get punished for attempting to have an earnest conversation with them. And there are many of us who are in friendships where our friends manipulate us with their outward emotion, with their tears, with their silent treatment. There are partners of ours who manipulate us with their silent treatment and their withdrawal of love and affection. And I forget what it's called. I saw it on Divorce Court. But there are many of us who are in relationships like that, and we don't know what healthy relationships look like. So when there are people who are coming out and they're telling me, as a life coach, a trained and certified life coach, who engages in difficult conversations, who does not take ownership of other people's emotions. I do not take ownership of other people's emotions. I have the courage to have difficult conversations. You know, there's some of you that see that and it doesn't compute because for you, your relationships are so toxic and so inane and so counterproductive that you get pushed and pulled and manipulate, or you're one of the people out there manipulating and you're hoping that you can jump into my comments and try to manipulate me as well. And my whole thing is, no, you cannot. There's so many people, you know, the thing about it is, right? The thing about it is, let's see me is saying these extreme divestors and the manosphere are two sides to the same self-hating dysfunctional coin. I need to hear more about that. Laron is saying, yes, my niece is going through that with her mom. You see what I'm saying? This exists out there. Oh, I'm getting all of these calls then. Let me turn down my volume. Yeah, this exists out there where China is saying, I love your channel. Great, then you're in the right place. Dream is saying, hey, Tanya, I'm the lady that sent you the video about the gay black man and the black woman fighting. I can't wait for you to do the topic. What gay black, wait. Oh, you know what? With the screenshots. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We need to dive into that. Yes. Are you talking about the screenshots from Twitter? Because that is a whole entire conversation that needs to be had. Can you do me a favor and respond to the email? Because what ends up happening is these viral topics come out and then a whole bunch of people start emailing me to make a video, and then the other emails get pushed further and further down. I need to come up with a way behind the scenes to be able to differentiate emails that I intend to do a video about and the other ones that are just kind of like, you know, I don't know. I just my inbox is a mess. My inbox is a mess, but that's definitely something that I want to speak on. Miss Lilith is saying exactly. Divestor hate black men. Manosphere hates black men. Really can't stop talking about each other. It's embarrassing. I don't know. I don't know. Versus is saying proactive victim, my mother. Caramel is saying, hello, my beautiful ebony women. And the money struggle is saying, yup, most black women don't know how to communicate efficiently, me included. Yeah. And Elisha is saying, I like most of your videos, Tanya. But I was very disappointed yesterday. I feel we as Black women don't respect that there's an array of Black female personalities in this world. Right. And so what is it that you're disappointed by? By the fact that there's an array of Black female personalities in this world? What is it that you were disappointed by? It's so interesting. It's really interesting. I mean, it's interesting in that so many of us can't see ourselves and how we embody the thing that we are rallying against. So what is there to be disappointed by? If you are disappointed that people don't acknowledge that there is an array, then why is it that you're disappointed that there's an array? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it comes full circle. Let's see. There's so many comments coming in so quickly. Kevin says these extreme divestors didn't even really know you until you started talking about divestments a few months ago. They really don't understand your content, Tanya. Is that what it is? Well, you know, self-loving and divesting go hand in hand. And I really only started speaking about divesting a few weeks ago. When I was doing that video with I collaborated with this male content creator. And it was in the middle of that video when I heard this Black man talking and going on and on about how it's Black women's fault and Black women are to blame if a man leaves his children and all this other stuff. And I said, fuck this shit, divest. Just get the fuck on. See, because what happens is the types of relationships that I have in my personal life are different than the types of relationships that many Black women have. And if those are the types of men that Black women are attracting, then fuck that shit. Divest. Fuck that shit. You need to go where you are celebrated and appreciated and loved. Because if you are in a situation where there's a person who is constantly blaming you for everything and not taking responsibility, and he claims that he's a leader, but he's looking for your Black ass to lead him, oh, knockouts, please do what you need to do to get where you need to be. Let me try to get some more of my skin is thirsty and it's looking to be nourished. We are going to be getting ready to do our once annual sale of the vitamin E. So I'm getting ready to start putting things in position for that. So now my hand has oil on it. Let me scroll down while some of these comments are coming in. Yes, so let's see. And Black Mamba is saying, sounds like a weak man if he's looking to me to lead him. But the issue is that there are so many people in the manosphere who are blaming Black women for male behavior. And these men are claiming that they're leaders and all this other stuff. And PJ is saying, Black women are so disrespected by many and not protected enough by our men. We are made fun of, put down, mocked, etc., and they came from our bodies. We had to be strong. If not, they wouldn't be here. Listen, I feel you on that. The only thing I would take away is the word our, because nobody belongs to you. I mean, maybe if we're talking about someone who shares the same race, but people do not belong to us, and we have got to let people do what it is that they feel is right for them. And so Tiffany Randall is saying, Tanya, you displayed total respect for Pink Pill's different stance. If anything, she was getting upset that you didn't totally agree with her. You know what? I don't think that we can really assign what somebody may have. This is why we ask the questions. Why is it that you're upset? What is it that's upsetting you? And we allow people to speak. And from what it is that we know of them, we have to take them at face value for what it is that they're saying is the reason that they're upset. You know what I mean? And Versus is saying he was awful and disrespectful trying to come on to Tanya. I'm sorry for making that face. It was that was so taxing. That interaction with in that broadcast where I just decided to just be like divest. It was so taxing emotionally. And the strangest part about it is that, you know, there are many Black men who will come out and they will be like, choose better, choose better. But they don't realize that when women choose better, I mean, even in friendships, associations, or collaborations, when they choose better, they don't choose you, you know? And it's like they don't really understand that. Like me, in my personal life, I enjoy peace. I have peace around me. I'm not, I don't do, or I don't hollering, and I don't do all of that. I do peace. And this is why I know that it's important to have difficult conversations. And, all right. So, Golden is saying divestment is an online term. There are more real life divestors just living their life who've never heard that term before. I know that's right. Alicia is saying you can have a difference of opinion and not go at another Black woman the way you did yesterday. It felt like an assertive female bully in high school attacking the meek girl in class. And you know what? And I'm glad that you said that, because I feel that that's a point that needs to be spoken on. Listen, my average viewer, let me get ready to address this. I'll leave that up there as I address it. All right. My average viewer is a 35-year-old woman. That's my average viewer. My viewers are females between the age of 25 and 45. That's the crux of my base right there, right? We are adults here. We are adults. And when we engage in conversation with other people, we need to realize that these conversations are voluntary. You are no victim of a voluntary conversation because you have agency to be able to speak up and express what it is that you feel and be able to do what it is that you need to do for you. By the time that you start calling a difficult conversation an act of bullying because of what you perceive from or through your own lens, you are really then speaking about yourself. You really are. You're projecting, and you're projecting the way that you do things behind the scenes. And perhaps you are the person who feels that you are meek and that other people, quote unquote, bully you, instead of taking responsibility for your own participation in these interactions and your own responsibility for speaking up and allowing your voice to be heard, as well as speaking your truth. I am I'm not a bully. I am a content creator. I'm a woman. I am Tanya. I'm a self-love specialist. I am a life coach, right? I am a trained and certified life coach. I don't expect for you to see things as I see them because you don't have the training that I have. And there are a lot of things that I am able to see on the outside that you are not able to see because you don't have the bandwidth, you don't have the training, you don't have the know how, you don't have the expertise to be able to. One of the things that you need to do is you need to take control of your personal interactions. You need to speak up for yourself, and you need to stop positing yourself as some sort of victim. And you need to stop positing other adults who are the same age as you or younger as quote unquote bullying you while engaging in conversation with you. That's being disingenuous, and it's also being manipulative because you attempt to wield your emotions as some sort of what is the word? You wield your emotions as a weapon to punish people for attempting to have difficult conversations with you. So you really need to look within yourself. And like I said, there are many mothers who do this. You go to have a conversation with your mother, Mom, I really didn't like how you spoke to me yesterday. Mom, what's going on with you? And your mother will be like, oh, just beat me up then. Just throw me away. I'm sorry that I never did anything good for you in your life. I'm the worst mother. And it's like, it makes it difficult to have a conversation with people who behave that way. And so from the outside looking in, somebody looking will see the person displaying, these emotions, and they'll be like, wow, why is this person doing this to her mom, right? Why are you bullying your mother? These children nowadays don't have respect, right? Now, there are some kids out there who are problematic, right? But what I'm saying is, and I implore you all, I'm going to give you all a life coaching lesson right here and right now, right? I'm going to give you all a life coaching lesson right here and right now, right? Your emotions are your own. Take responsibility for your own emotions. And when you do that, you will allow other people to take responsibility for their emotions as well, because their emotions are theirs. And it comes from a complex set of DNA, experiences, and background. There are a lot of things that happen to a person that makes them behave in a certain way. And I'm going to tell you all, listen, let me get this point out, and then I'm going to tell you all something that you may not want to hear, right? Okay. First thing, life coaching lesson. When you have a person before you that is exhibiting a tremendous amount of emotion, you need to keep yourself free from being pulled into that sea of emotion. Keep yourself here and allow them to be there. They are fine with having the emotion that they're having because that is their emotion. And if anybody in the exact same circumstances with the same DNA, the same experiences, the same background would experience the same thing, they would feel and exhibit the exact same way that the person before you is doing it. One of the things that you need to realize is you need to allow people agency over themselves and their lives and their emotions in the same way that you allow yourself agency over your life and your emotions as well, right? So the thing that you do is you keep yourself separate. You do not go in and attempt to baby them. You don't do that. You allow them to be the adult that they are before you or the child that they are before you. And you ask them questions about what it is that they are experiencing, how they're experiencing it, what is it that they're hearing, and what does that mean to them. And if you begin to do this with your children will grow up into being emotionally healthy adults. Let's go into the thing that I wanted to say that some of you may not want to hear. If you grew up in an abusive household with an abusive mother, an abusive father, manipulative parents who emotionally manipulated or emotionally extorted you, right? You have got to become aware that there are some parts of how your mother, father regarded you, which were taught to you, which you do because that is how it is that you were taught. If you grew up in an emotionally abusive household, I implore you to get therapy for that emotional abuse. And I implore you to deep dive into yourself to see how it is that you are showing up. Because if you were raised with a narcissistic parent, chances are that you have narcissistic tendencies. And many of us don't want to believe, they want to believe, oh, my mother was the narc. Oh, my father was the narc. My husband was the narc. I'm going to give you another statement that some of you may not want to hear. If you were in a long-term relationship with a narcissistic person, you were in a dance with this person and you have learned their narcissistic ways. And there are things that you can do to be on the other side of the narc equation to constantly and continually perpetuate your own quote unquote victimization as a form of abuse. My channel is about self-love. On this channel, we talk about self-loving or self-abusing through relationships. You must take agency of your participation in the relationships that you have and how you show up in those relationships. You've got to look at yourself. You've got to do the work. You've got to find yourself a therapist. You've got to find yourself a life coach. You've got to surround yourself with people whom you can have open, earnest, honest conversations with, whom can have open, honest conversations with you. If you find that there's a lot of this bickering, if you find that there's a lot of people bullying you, if you find that there are a lot of people taking advantage of you, if you find that you are constantly being trampled over, you really need to look at yourself because the only common denominator in all of those relationships is you. You are showing up in such a way that is one, attracting certain relationships into your life. That's one. Two, interpreting those relationships through your own unhealed lens and interpreting those things as the things that you are projecting out from the inside because you cannot see that you are the very things that you are projecting out onto another person. And three, that you have learned these ways. We learn how to be victims in response to parents who we felt victimized us, and we go and we take that out into the real world, and we're always like, these people are doing this to me. You're an adult now. You are an adult. If you're on this channel, you are between the ages of 25 and 45 as a woman, and you're between the ages of 35 and 55 as a man. How much longer are you going to continue to make excuses for who is bullying you? How much longer? Let's continue. Let's continue. Delta is saying, unsubscribe and become your own life coach and self-love specialist. Exactly. That's what you do. And Ra is saying, and don't announce your departure. Monica is saying, I'm 23. You probably got a 25-year-old spirit. You probably, no, but those are the average ages. There are some outliers. I have some 18-year-olds and I have some 65-year-olds on the channel. But the bulk of the people on the channel are between the age of 25, the bulk of the women, 25 and 45. So if you're on either end of that, that's fine. You're still in the right place. You're in the right place if you like it here. Tam Tam is saying, I would have been just as passionate about the conversation. Proud Boys are not an okay organization to run to as a Black woman. You know what? Oh, wait. Somebody's trying to say there's something wrong with an RV? Please. The same people who are talking about my RV are the same people who are struggling to pay their rent, who don't know what it is that they're going to do, and who are trapped in lives that they can't break free from. I live off of the grid in the great outdoors, in the breeze, sunshine, air, mountains, valleys, lakes, and desert. It's a beautiful, beautiful life that I would not trade for anything. And anybody, this is what I'm saying, people project out, their own insecurities. So I'm going to scroll up to see if I can find that person's comment. They said that it came from, let's see. Kiki is saying, if you don't like Tanya channel, leave. You sound crazy on a channel you don't like. That's telling. Yolanda is saying, we create our own reality. Brianna is saying, take your own advice. I do. I listen. You take my advice. Mrs. Bob is saying, thanks for this advice. I can't wait until I can afford a therapist. It's so much needed. Get insurance. Even Medicaid will help you pay for therapy. Carrie is saying, preach. Lemon is saying, another master class. Corianda is saying, having a disagreement is fine, gaslighting is not, and taking words that you hear off of the internet and pretending as if you can apply them to all instances is not, right? Asia is saying, Kevin Brown, comfort is the enemy of progress. People can't get their lives together because they want somebody to pull them into their laps and sing them a doggone lullaby. Oh my gracious. Michonne is saying, love you, Tanya. I don't do groupthink. And look, here goes Toffee's thing. This is what I'm saying. You see the avatar, right? It's some cartoon avatar. And from the looks of it, that cartoon looked like it's seen finer days. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It looks like it's seen finer days. And she says, you need to get out of that RV, boo. You need to get out of whatever's going on in that cartoon avatar of yours. You need to get out of that, because that is looking like it is experiencing some issues. It's having some troubles. Some troubles. It's having some troubles. Queen is saying, I'm glad I caught some of this before work. Need the TKO shield before I go in. That's right. Love yourself. Love yourself. And Toffee is saying, outa. That's right. Get outa. Get outa that. China is saying Toffee is a man. Women don't say boo. Listen, you never know, because these people hide behind their avatars. And when you invite them to call in or come up, they don't. They don't. Bright Yellow is saying, some women fail in the victimization role and the meek and innocent role when they realize their argument is weak. Not a fair use of feminine energy. Doesn't work with other women. It does, actually, it does work. This is why women do it. Men have brute force, but women have to learn how to use their words, use their body language, use their women have to learn how to manipulate with our words, with our body language. We have learned how to be covert with our force. And there's a thing, look it up. The word is hypo agency, HYPOAGENCY. And many of you have seen this in action when white women are coming out and they are the aggressors. And then when the police show up, they just melt into their arms and they're like, oh, save me. And a lot of women have learned how to use their tears as weapons, how to use their withdrawal as a weapon, silent treatment as a weapon, withholding of sex as a weapon, and they find ways to manipulate their partners, family members, etc., with hypoagency. Look it up and see what it is. And so Mojo is saying, go where the love is, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. I'm tired of people absorbing what they hate, abusing oneself much. Yo. And Mariah is saying, yo, I'm late. Who we roasting today? We don't roast people on this channel. We don't roast people. Vertice is saying, love your channel and thanks for getting me through COVID-19 and continue. I'm here to say thank you. I love having, my stomach is empty because I don't break my fast until later in the afternoon. So excuse me for that. And Registered Human is saying, it's okay for white people to live in an RV and travel, but we judge a Black woman who does. You know, we're behind the times. Let me tell you, in another 5 years, RV life is going to be the thing. I brought it in before anybody else was doing it. I brought in RV life before anybody else was. So watch and see. And listen, after COVID and some of these things that some of us have learned, oh, and Summer is saying there's so many nice RVs, motor coaches, nicer than an apartment. I'm telling you. Agents is saying fake divestors are mean girls. I don't care. They're the female version of cisbim. I don't know what cisbim is. And Simi is saying it's funny that those same people who denounced Tanya and tried in the Capitol to drag her in her last video are here once again. And so you see, that's the thing. That's the thing. They are in love. They're in love. They can't leave. They can't leave. And LaBouche is saying, you know, LaBouche is the mouth, right? LaBouche is saying, you are the trained professional here, Tanya. Gina is saying, I used to dream about traveling the country in an RV when I was a kid, LOL. Yes. Belize is saying, I would love to do an RV lifestyle. Yes. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. And so Bright Yellow is saying, I just wish Pink Pill would have not folded and did that whole I'm scared that you're mad thing, instead followed through with her argument. Well, you know, people are entitled, listen, people are entitled to have the feelings that they have. And we are all in the process of just working our way through life. You know what I mean? It's like we are all doing the very best that we can. I'm doing the best that I can. You're doing the best that you can. The people in the audience are doing the best that they can with the knowledge, experience, and everything that's been bestowed upon them. You know, this is the best that we're doing. And I think that we have to allow each other, you know, love and grace. This is why I'm not cursing anybody out this morning. I'm just telling people, go where it is that you feel the vibe most resonates. You know? Samaya is saying, Tanya, I'm staying. S. Cooper is saying, financial freedom feels wonderful. Travel the world, Tanya. Oh my goodness. You know what? Ebony Knowledge is saying, RV is a smart investment for some. I would love to have one. You know what? Listen. Tam Tam is saying, hopefully learning and growing. You know, listen. When I tell you that I have had zero financial stress during this pandemic. When I tell you that I have had a wave of abundance, when I tell you that, like there are a lot of people, I'm telling you, they feel financially insecure. They have a lot of things going on. Renita is saying, I like that swoop, girl. Look at that. Renita is saying, with her Michelle Obama hairdo, I love RV life. I'm 50 now, and my goal is to purchase travel by my 51st birthday. You're beautiful and wise. Love your info. You're so sweet, Renita. We love you too. We love you too. And let's see. Sandra is saying, you can save so much money living off grid. You know what? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the cost real quick. I'm just going to say one sentence about it because people listen, how much is the average rent in New York, California, right? I realized that in the 3 years that I was in the loft in Brooklyn, I had given my landlord 80,000 US dollars, $80,000. When I went to California, I refused to do that again. I refuse to give a landlord, and most of us don't rent. This is why they did this. They did this survey one year, and the average Black woman, not the average. You know what? I don't know if it was the average. You tell me. But there was Black women's net worth that year or that quarter or whatever it was that they surveyed was $5. $5. And so it's like, I need to turn on this light. This light hurts my eyes. It's so bright white. All right. It'll adjust. All right. $5. And it's like, we're not really doing well out here. You know, we talk crap about men. Oh, Goddess is saying, I believe you. We talk crap about men, but Black men still out earn us with all of our degrees and all of this stuff. Just look at the Department of Labor. Black women are at the lowest totem pole in terms of money and earnings, and we have got to do better. I'm researching and working on ways to find some group economics to us. However, one of the things that I found requires an investment larger than I think the average person can give. You know what I'm saying? Dream is saying, I support Tanya so much. We think very alike and are says a lot of my thoughts. She's the only content creator I've ever emailed. Oh, how sweet. But we see you emailing somebody with them toe pics. We know what you're doing behind the scenes. Nasty girl. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. And Registered is saying, yet we are the second most educated group of people in America. Yes, it's problematic. It's like we don't realize that Black people are not a monolith. Miss Molly is saying, my mortgage is $29.80, but I own and wouldn't trade it for the world. You know what? Exactly. And so this is what I'm saying. Many of us are paying the mortgage of our landlord's buildings. And listen, there's a place for renting. There's a place and time in life for renting. However, really, are we trying to shame people for living free and breaking through the bounds of, or rather the binds of the matrix? Come on, Black women, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. Black men, we can do better than that too. And Simi is saying, I left the New York, New Jersey area right before the pandemic. It cost entirely too much to live there, especially alone. Imagine if you had been here during the pandemic and it was one of those people who lost their job. I mean, it's horrible. Black is saying, be specific. I would concur with your evaluation. I don't know what we're talking about there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's. And so Al Kahina is saying, who are angry with Tanya not because the live went left, but because she criticized dating racist men. Ooh, ouch. That is. Ooh. Piece of Candy is saying, I say again, Tanya provides amazing content. I have many friends. Some love van life, while others love investing in great skin, while others love buying clothing for their pets. You know what? By the time you get into a friendship of a person who's buying clothing for their pet, you know they've become so bougie. You know they're bougie. Yvette is saying my rent is $950 for a 2-bedroom. So you're spending $12,000 a year, just about $12,000 a year on rent. You know, Black is saying my mortgage used to be $1,900 when I purchased in 2006. I refinanced a few times. Now it's $1,200. Listen, but at least there's a mortgage there. Listen, I own my RV. And so Samai is saying, I feel like CK manipulated the situation by getting overly emotional because Tanya was disagreeing with her, in which Tanya was very respectful in her stance. CK just wanted her to agree with. You know, I listen, I think it's important in the moment to ask people what it is that they're upset about and not assume that it's anything other than what it is that they said. You know, we had a conversation and I was hoping that the conversation that we had publicly would serve as a teachable moment for ways that we can have difficult conversations with other people when we're in a difficult situation. And so let's be gregarious and let's be loving and let's be large, okay? Because yeah, you know, Miss Molly is saying this pandemic has been nothing but peaceful, working from home and no stress. I know that's right. I know that's right. Oh, look, Mina is saying, Tanya, I just put a down payment down on a tiny house. The other will never know the life, and I feel for them. Enjoy the rat. Listen, I'm not going to read the last part. I'm not reading that last part. You all are awful out here. But yeah, no, I mean, listen, we were meant to be free. We were meant to be free. Queen of the Salt is saying, stay beautiful, Tanya. And she got the AKA Wonder Woman going on. I heard that white supremacists are now targeting cars, like standing outside people's cars who have the symbols of Black fraternities and sororities. So please be careful. I'll show you. Just be careful out there. I took a pic. Oh, I got a Cash App to come through. Tiffany sent $5. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm getting some. Listen. You know, some of you may never know what goes on behind the scenes in Tanya's life, but listen, thank you all for the love. Oh my goodness, my eyes are watering. Let me, I know my hair's messed up on the side. It'll be back down in a moment. I gotta get myself together. Let me tell you. So anyway, let me go to my picture. This is what I wanted to show you all, right? Okay, can you read that? It says, so this is from attorney Gerald Griggs, right? Let me turn on this light so we can get this scene. All right, so attorney Gerald Griggs put this post up and he says, Good morning, Soros was just harassed at public on Watson. Several white men saw her AKA tag and surrounded her car, hollering racial slurs. Someone saw them and called the police. She stayed in her car and was not hurt. She was frightened to no end. Please be careful. AKAs are a target as well. So listen, our country, there's a lot of stuff coming up in our country that needs healing. Somali is saying, I actually look forward to your live every day, Tanya. You're so sweet. Do I go live every day now? Would I do a course on how to become financially free? You know what? I would love to do a course on how to become financially free. And there are people who have contacted me behind the scenes to work on ways to help you all become financially free. So you see, the way that I became financially free was something that existed in that moment. You know, it's like I invested in Bitcoin. Like when I was low, listen, I invested in Bitcoin. I made a lot of good decisions and I'm a content creator. So how I did it is not mimicable. I want to find a way that we can do it in a way that you all can do it too. I want to we have to figure this out. We have to figure this out. We have to figure this out. Angela is saying, I like Pink Pill, but she pulled a Karen, i.e., complaining. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean. So let's see. And Sandra's saying, got that Bitcoin. Shut up, trolls. And I told you all in the past how many Bitcoins I had. I told you all in the past how many I had. So listen, Oh, I told you all, but I won't repeat it now. I won't repeat it now because when I tell people, they just I don't know, it becomes too much for people. You know what I mean? Like people, they hear it and they're like, "Oh my God," like, yeah, ladies, listen. Unless you are teaching about wealth building, you can and unless you're talking to people who understand large sums of money, just kind of you know, just mm, keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it to yourself. Just let the skip in your step, the smile on your cheeks, let that convey just how happy you are behind the scenes. Let that convey. Let that convey. All right? Let that convey. Okay, so look, we got $20 that has come in from Willie, who says, just because you're fine and awesome from what I see. Look at that. Thank you for the oops. Oh my gracious. See, some pictures you can't put up on the screen. Let me make sure that I got my thing up, or you know what I'm saying? Listen, when people pull up they gallery, turn away sometimes. Turn away. So here. So we got $20 that have come in from William. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Tanya is saying, I'm not understanding why people are in an uproar about yesterday's live. I'm not understanding it either. And Corianda is saying, it's okay to have difficult conversations. It's not okay to spread falsehoods, narratives, and gaslight people after they asked you to stop because it could damage their brand. Uh-huh. So what you can do is you can qualify your statement by expressing what is it that you felt was gaslit. Let's have that conversation. What do you feel was gaslit? So here, let's go. There's another Cash App that just came in. Oh, we have Eugenia, $5. She says for your grace and cultivation. How wonderful. How wonderful. B. Irvin is saying 5K or 6K extra to afford to loss. I don't know what that means, but Bitcoin is a lot more than 5K, honey. I don't know what we're talking about right now. So so I'm waiting for this person. I'm waiting for this person to come back. And oh, we have a high school student in here. Tori of the Nile. She says, Black, I'm about to graduate high school. I'm looking forward to college and sorority life. Oh, you go, girl. You go, girl. You know what? If I had found the self-love channel when I was in high school, things would have been a lot different. Here, let me give my hearts. Here we go. We got another Cash App in. Let's see. Okay, so let me just grab this, give the heart. And it's from Lakeisha, who sends $20 and says, I love your show. Keep doing them. So this is Lakeisha sending $20 through. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. 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 All right. And so Black is responding. Everything is going so fast. Black is saying, Coriander, please don't. I have heard you and your thoughts before in other lives. Please do not start the mess here. So is Coriander a messy person going from channel to channel trying to be messy? This is what I'm saying. These people, their personal lives are in tatters. And their personal lives are in tatters. And they project that out onto others. Gina is saying, I saw no gaslighting on Tanya's end. I don't know what y'all talking about. It's people who learn some keywords online and decide to just spout them out because they don't want to take responsibility for how they show up. And Jessica is saying, a debate is a debate. It's witty banter and an exchange of ideals. When it's shifted, I'm still unsure. Okay. V Sheriff is saying, I'm sick of you guys making Tanya seem like a bully. She has a right to her opinion and expression. Okay. Let's see. So I don't know what people are talking about. Of course, and more importantly, we had our own economy. I definitely see your point too, sis. I just wonder if her husband shares the same views. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about now. What are we talking about? Another Cash App has come through. So we have Renita coming in saying, I support Black women content creators, good ones. Ooh, let me give that heart and the money to, oh, I didn't get it fast enough. So Renita sends in $20. Thank you, Renita. Thank you. And then we have Iraida that comes in with $5, who says, build a Black woman code with Tani TKO, Pink Pill, and Shira 7. So she sends in $5. You know what? That sounds like a good one. You know, me, Shira, and Pink Pill, we have so many overlapping ideas, and we have, you know, different ways of going about empowerment for women. I think a course with all three of us would be very, very powerful. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Did this person, Coriander, ever come back? Miss Lilith is saying, yes, Coriander is very messy. She goes from one channel to another to spew nonsense. Wow. My goodness. Is that how I'm waiting for her to explain where the gaslighting was. Oh, look, Sandra is saying they're going to bow out since they heard about that Bitcoin. They'll marry racists. They'll befriend anyone with money. Lot of mercy. Everyone loves when TKO goes off in her New York Bronx accent and her Caribbean accent, etc. You're so silly. All right. Okay. So, all right. There's so many comments coming in. We're at 58 minutes, so I don't want to stay on too long. I just wanted to come out. Oh, my goodness. This detox is kicking my butt, but, you know, it's something that needs to happen. So let it continue. So Renita is saying she used to troll Nyla, Taz, and Sinji. Wow. Jessica is saying, Tanya, you are very self-aware. I see that you are a high-ordered thinker. I wouldn't say that you went off. Oh, no, I go off sometimes. I didn't go off yesterday. Well, yesterday in the morning, I kind of went off. In the morning yesterday because it was the narrative was strange. Like Black women were upset that I pointed out that these women married racists. It's like, come on. Oh, so someone just took a break and ended up in here. Tiffany Porter, I can see how she was seen as a Karen. She was already upset, then played victim when she was questioned, then called you angry, which didn't help, sis. Listen. Let's see. Chow is saying, I would love Tanya to discuss about imposter syndrome and if she experienced it building her channel. You know, when I built my channel, I was healing from my near-death experience. So it wasn't even, I just started making videos. You know what we're going to do? How many of you are on Clubhouse? Because we need to do a Clubhouse. I want to talk to some of you. We're going to do a focus group in Clubhouse. Ciara just sent $5 saying, I would love to see a financial program from you. So she sends $5. Gosh, you know what? Yes, I feel that. I feel that. I need to think, gosh, because I thought I had it last year, trying to enter into the CBD space, but the person that I went to scammed me out of my money and did not give me the tools that I needed. And I invested heavily in that too. I thought it was the way. I'll tell you all, I spent $4,000 learning how to get you all into the CBD space. And I thought that it was going to be the thing. And she scammed me. And I never spoke about it publicly because me personally, I don't like to be involved in drama and all of that. So she scammed me. And I said, you know what? I believe in circular energy. I believe what you put out comes back. So I left that alone because I felt that the best use of my time was in moving forward. And so, we're talking right now about group economics and how we can pool our monies together to make big purchases. But this is the thing. You have to put so much money in order to, like, I don't let me ask you all this question. How much money do you have to invest? Put the number below, because I was trying to look for something for people to be able to invest $1,000 into, but then I was like, I don't even know if people have $1,000 to invest. Like, I'm talking about that you don't need $1,000 that you don't need, and then in a year you get your return back on that. So, but then I was like, I was looking for something $1,000, but then I was hearing that we needed to really put in, like, each person like 10, 20,000. And I was like, does the average person have $10,000? Do they have $20,000? Oh, wait a minute. Blood fire. My audience is rich. Ow. So listen. Oh my goodness. So okay, so Samai, I'm not gonna read out what it is. I'm just gonna read it. I don't want to put it on the screen because what you have is personal. So I see $1,000. I see $200. I see $3,000. I see $100. I see $1,000. I see 500. I see 20,000. I see 100. I see 50,000. Is that a five? Hold on. Is that, hold on, it's going so fast. Oh, it's going so fast. Oh my gosh. So you all have money. I see 50,000, 2,000, 15,000. So we can, so you know what? I was thinking too small. So that means we can do it then. That means we can do it. You know what? Because I was so sad last week because I was speaking with a financial person. So yeah, so I'm gonna organize. Yes, you know what? I thank you. I see 11.5 thousand, 1,700, 1,000, 5,000, 500. I see 1,000. I see 500 to 1,000. Bumblebee is saying zero. Lisa's, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to call out any names. I'm so used to calling out names. My bad. About to do it again. 1,000, 2,000. Oh, 1,000, 1,000, 10,000, 5,000. Karen, somebody is saying 100,000, 1,000 or 100 per month. Okay. Well, you know what? This can probably be an opportunity. I'm so glad you all said that. I'm going to make some phone calls today and I'm going to start working towards moving together, because what it is that I had in mind was us coming together, pooling our money together and buying real estate. But when they told me how much each person would need to put in, I was like, I don't know if my audience has that, you know? So now that I know that we have money, I'm going to make those phone calls again, and we're going, listen, the sky is the limit, because listen, because I know how much money I have, and I know what it's like to live in my car and not to have money. And so I don't know where different people are at in the journey. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I can't, you know what I'm saying? And then you see those Department of Labor statistics, and they're talking about what Black people have and don't have. But this will make a lot of people happy. This will make a lot of people happy. This will make a lot of people happy. So somebody's saying, I want land. Well, I can start putting the comments back up. Shannon is saying, I want land. Oh, look at all that hair. Lovely, lovely. I like how you did that. Oh, look. Okay, so Corianda is back with her statement. Let's see what she has to say. And why don't you have super chats enabled? I noticed you cherry pick comments that fit your narrative to display on screen. Hundreds of people in the live yesterday called you out on gaslighting. How long have you been thinking? Please, how long have you been thinking that you listen? Why don't you put in what you saw as gaslighting so that we can understand your point of view? We over here talking about money. You talking about some gaslighting stuff. And Tracy is saying, oh my God, I just got out of my car, but I have some savings. Listen, you know what? I'm so happy to hear this. But you know what? This is what we're going to do. Like, if you want to listen, you know what, we'll talk about it, because I'm going to set up the systems for us, and I'm going to bring on a financial advisor to talk to us about what it is that we're doing, and we're going to have contracts and all of that other stuff to discuss, because I want us to be able to build wealth. Like, I've always thought, like, these churches, it's like they have so many Black people in there. We've been going to churches religiously and constantly for decades. If only they would take the congregation's money together and start buying up the buildings in the neighborhood, it could make such a huge difference. And like, one of the things that we talked about on the broadcast yesterday, it's like, we are the elders now. I mean, we can't talk about what Oprah didn't set up. Oprah had her day, and now Oprah passed the torch on, and we are the elders. What are we going to do to leave something for the future generation, to leave something for our children? And so I was like, if the churches could just come together and like buy up the buildings, it would, like, if we had like a massive portfolio of buildings, listen, it would be a sight to behold. Let me try to get my camera back in focus. My eyes are all red and tender from all the watering. Let's see. There we go. All right. So why don't I have Cash App up? I mean, this is such a foolish question. I don't have Cash App up because I control my money. See, the thing is that people jump on these bandwagons, and they jump into this group mentality where they think just because they see a whole bunch of people doing a certain thing, that's how that's how it should be done. I do Cash Apps because YouTube takes 45% of every every super chat given. YouTube takes 45%. So I know that you all don't want your money going to YouTube. I mean, like, YouTube, you're a $1 billion company. Why do you need to take our creators? It's like, we're already out here creating content and not being compensated fairly. So Mojo is saying, Tanya, you're hilarious. People out here doing well, not because we're tuning into YouTube or content creators. Do not underestimate your audience. Listen, I will not. Thank you for checking me. Thank you for checking me. Beats is saying YouTube takes 30. No, they take 45%. They take 45%. Spiritual is saying, if you work a real job and give your money away to talking heads, that's sad. They get enough from liking vids. Liking vids? There's nobody getting no money from liking vids. What are you talking about? And creating. Listen, I'll say this, right? I'll say this. Giving is really for the person giving, because giving, in order to give, you have to have. And the more you give, the more you do have to be able to give, because there is, in generosity, is the spirit of the creator. And one of the things that I learned from being in the positions where I've had very little and I've had very much, I realized that, how do I put this? I don't know if any of you have ever worked like a cash type job where whenever your rent was coming up, you always made just enough, right? The thing about giving is giving blesses the person who gives because it creates like this circular funnel of abundance. Because if you feel abundant enough to give, this is why I receive cash apps, not because I need them. Because I not yeah, cash apps. I use the cash apps on groceries. Like I go to the grocery store, I use my little cash app card to buy the groceries, right? I don't need the cash apps. But the cash apps coming in allows a person who is receiving value to be able to pour out and be able to receive that back in. It's like the law of attraction and the ways that it works. Listen. Oh, we got another cash app that came in. And it's from Ciara again. She sends $5 and says, I'm so glad that we're talking about this. Thank you so much, Ciara. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad we're talking about this too. Oh, okay. Listen, you know what? That is the money man. That's the money man. You all manifested this person to write to me. Money man just wrote to me. This is all of this is happening in alignment. This is all happening in alignment. This is all happening in alignment, really. So I'm going to jump off of here. We've been on for 1:11. Everybody make a wish. 1 minute, 11 seconds. Just feel that inside of your spirit. Feel the things that you are attracting coming true in your life, and just feel that, and just generate that outwards. Yes. Sia is saying, I really try to only give to things I believe in or want now. There is very few things I give money away to that I'm not for anymore. Exactly. Exactly. Miss Molly is saying the energy of women is powerful. You know what? And so Anna is saying, can we talk about building our channels using authenticity rather than superficiality, and how to focus on issues that are paramount to our community? We can talk about that. I was thinking about doing a channel building course for people. You know, unfortunately, where it is that we are as a society just isn't there. It's not right there right now. So you have to find ways to kind of come around. You know what I mean? B. Irvin is saying your tithers get that. I hear you, lovely. I hear you. Ra is saying I'm going to play the lottery today. You're so funny. Listen. Okay, I just got a message in. Oh, look at this. Oh, Keisha sends $10 saying, thank you for pouring out your wisdom. So she sends $10 through. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. And Mojo says, exactly. Giving is like tithing. Invest into whatever that feeds you. And you know what? And it's energy. It's energy. This is why I don't read tarot for free. I don't read tarot for free. This is why, because you work for the money. That's you putting your energy out there. And so when you give the money that you spent your energy in, that is you transmuting your energy to another. And there's power in that. There is power in that. There's power coming from you to give to others. This is why I pay for courses. I pay for coaching. I pay for development. I pay for therapy. I pay for all of these things behind the scenes, because how can I expect anyone to pay for coaching with me if I don't feel that coaching is worth it? You know what I mean? There are a lot of people out there who have businesses And the businesses that they have putting out for other people, they themselves would not and do not invest in themselves. So it's like, if you're a coach and you don't believe in investing in coaches, how do you expect other people to believe in investing in the coaching that you're selling? You know what I'm saying? Samaya is saying, Tanya is so well-rounded. I just started reading tarot last month and I love it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Global is saying, yes, back to the money, please. Back to the money. We're getting ready to get out of here. And Tiffany is saying, Tanya definitely puts up comments that are unfavorable for her. She did it yesterday and always. Who is that troll? I know. You know what? Tanya is saying, how often should you get tarot readings? I think you feel it in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You feel it in your spirit. And you go when your spirit tells you. Your spirit will know. It's like the goal of tarot is not to stay hooked on tarot. The goal of tarot is when you are in moments of emotional distress or crisis and you can't listen to your own intuition, because the stuff that a tarot person is going to tell you is going to be the same things that your guides and guardian angels want to tell you. That person is just there as an interpreter when you are in distress or you cannot read or hear from your guides and guardian angels. But the purpose is to get off of tarot, not to stay on it. Goddess is saying, yes, women are making good money, yet are being enslaved by this country. So y'all ain't free. Girl, you ain't free at all. Listen, you speaking. You speaking now. You speaking. The neutral zone is saying, I don't do witches. Bah! Listen. White men taught you to hate witches. And so, Bethany has sent $20 and says, you stand for what you believe. $20 in. So thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. All right. And so Nubian says, many women are very giving to their own detriment. Ugh. We need to be more picky in our giving. Some giving is simply throwing money after bad. Yeah. Bumblebee is saying, I want to coach and feel like I should, but don't know that I should coach. What does that mean? You want to, you feel that you should, but you don't know that you should? I don't understand that. One of the things that happened for me is when I was in TKO Skin and I wanted to close my business, I kept waiting for permission from other people to close my business. I kept asking people, do you think I should close my business? What should I do? This is that. I wanted to write a book. I wanted to do so many different things. I wanted to be a content creator and help people work on themselves from the inside. And I kept asking and waiting for permission. Are you asking and waiting for permission? Natasha is saying, who told you tarot was witchcraft? Start there. Exactly. Spiritual Odyssey is saying, Satan has our sisters in bondages and they can't even seize it. Listen, I hear you, babe. I hear you. Danielle is saying neutral zone is an Israelite. Yeah, I hear you. We got another Cash App in. Oh, let's see what this is. Let's see. Listen. You're going to make me choke up. So Lisa sent me a Cash App and she says, this is for someone brought me roses today. We go way back. And she sends in $10. And somebody brought me roses was one of my early videos on YouTube. And it was at a time where I was trying to recover from my near-death experience. And I was creating content. And I just wanted to make something to make people laugh. And so I really appreciate that, Lisa. Thank you. You're making my eyes water. I don't want them to fall down, but that did feel good. The mini tearlets coming have soothed my eyes. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was, you know what? It was like that was a time when YouTube was innocent and young and nobody knew what YouTube would become. And we were in a moment in time where we could really get to know one another as content creators and as the audience. And I feel like Clubhouse is on that same kind of kick where Clubhouse has really kind of taken it to a different level because Clubhouse is all audio. Follow me on Clubhouse. I want to do a focus group and I want us to be able to talk to one another, or we might just do the focus group through Zoom. So I want to talk to, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. I'm going to do a survey. I'm going to do a survey. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a survey and I'm going to let you all take the survey. And from the survey, I'll allow you to put your email address at the end of the survey so that so that we can form a focus group. I'll just say, are you interested in being a part of the focus group? And then I will have you put your email address down at the bottom. And then I'll just contact you if you are interested in being a part of the focus group. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So we've been on for an hour and a half. I'm going to get out of here because there are things that I need to do. Like I need to get back to that money man, and there's other things that I need to do. There's some other correspondence that I received that I need to respond back to. Oh. All right. Listen, I love you all very, very much. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, what? Love yourself. Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is looking at yourself, taking the time to do a deep dive within you, doing the work on yourself, vetting high quality people behind the scenes to hold you accountable and vice versa, and create a tribe of healthy discourse. Learn how to communicate. There's a book called Emotional Intelligence. Get that book and look and see what changes that you can make in your own life to become more emotionally intelligent. Call upon the experts to assist in any way that they can. Invest in yourself, invest in your growth and your healing. So many of us are so unwilling to invest the $100 a week in therapy. That $400 a month. And listen, you don't even have to pay for it out of pocket. You can get insurance to pay for it. But even if you had to pay for it out of pocket, that $400 a month creates exponential growth in your life. Invest in yourself, invest in your healing. That way, when you stand before people and people are trying to tell you who the hell you are, you look back and you know who the fuck you is. Excuse me, I didn't, I'm sorry. I had to be vulgar there at the end. I mean, you got to tell people who the F you are. You got to know who the F you are. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. Okay. Listen, do not worry. I will not, listen, that is okay. That is okay. You know what I did? Listen, you all know I am an Android user. That's my Metro card back there. I'm an Android user. You all know that. I show you my phone on the thing when I'm showing you my thing, right? I bought an iPhone because I intuitively felt that Clubhouse was a place that me as a content creator needed to be in the early adopting stages. That's what I felt. I listened to my spirit. I invested in an iPhone. I got the iPhone. And that's what I do. That's what I did because I felt that that's where I needed to be. If you feel that that's where you need to be, do what it is that you need to do to be where it is that you need to be. This is what I'm saying. Listen to your intuition, invest in yourself, right? And also listen to your intuition if you feel that that's not a place that you need to be right now, and that's fine, right? So I knew that that was someplace that I needed to be, so I did what I needed to do to be in the place, and I'm happy that I was. I kind of feel like I got there a little late because it took so long for the iPhone to get to me, but that's fine. That's fine. I got there when I got there. I received what it is that I received. Let me tell you all something. Let me tell you something. My first night on Clubhouse, I was in this room and I told these entrepreneurs what it is that I do. Right before I came into the room, the person who came up to speak was the person who books for Tony Robbins. Listen to what I'm saying, right? When I went up to speak in the front of the room, there were people who heard my story and they resonated with me and they started throwing offers my way. So when you look at me on this camera and you see these dark circles around my eyes and my eyes are raw from patting them and stuff like that, it's because I am working and doing the things that I need to do behind the scenes to get to the next iteration of the Tanya TKO show. So like when people are out here criticizing me and they're like, oh, you're this, you're that, you did this, you did that, you ain't this, you ain't that, I say, okay, go where it is that you most resonate. That's what people should do. Shift and go wherever it is that you need to go. The right people will find me. And if my video served you at one time and they no longer serve you, go to where it is that you are being served for where it is that you are right now in life. If there's ever a time where you heard something that I said and the seed was planted and you felt that my videos didn't serve you at that time, but then you have a shift in perspective, come on back to my videos. I welcome you back. I told you all that there were ways that I felt when I was in a certain mindset and I couldn't hear what another creator, another content creator was saying. And it was in doing the work and development behind the scenes that I realized, oh, I was embarrassed that I had the shroud over my eyes, but when you know better, you do better. And when I had a different mentality, I went and I looked for that content creator again, and I spoke out loud how I just couldn't see, and that's all right. When you are ready to wake up your eyes, cuando estás lista para abrir los ojos, abierte los ojos, cuando tú estás lista, when you are ready to open your eyes, por favor, ven, please come. Puedes regresar. You can come back. You can return. So if that is where you are, that's fine. My videos are here. You can come back into the fold, right? You can come back into the fold. The only thing that you have to do is be a knockout. Be a knockout. Okay? All right. So let's see. Bright is saying, Tanya's a good person. I know she don't need to hear that from me, but she's growing and so are we. You are so sweet. You know, listen, you're what you see in me, you're projecting out from what it is that you sense inside of yourself. And so you are a good person. Take that and cultivate it and continue to expand and grow. Because I'm going to tell you this, there are people who they're gritting and they're gnashing their teeth and they're hoping that I go back down into the drudgeons. No. You know, I fell down, but I got back up. And there were people who were angry that I rose back out of the ashes like the phoenix, flaming wings in tow. Like I said, I was born in the brine and baptized in the fire. So no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. And I'm a different breed. I'm from New York and I'm thorough, y'all. And for those of you who know the slang word thorough, I'm thorough. Tom is saying, I can't wait for your focus group in Clubhouse. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to have the focus group on Zoom. I said that you were the person who was complaining about the iPhone. Now here you come. I'm going to do a survey. I'm going to send you all out the survey. I'll let you all answer the survey. And then I'll ask if you want to be a part of the focus group. And then I'll invite certain people into different focus groups. And then we'll do it that way because I'm working on understanding you better. I'm working on understanding where you are, what it is that you need, and those types of things. Because the next iteration of the Tanya TKO show, let me tell you what's coming next. I'm going to tell you what's coming next. So enjoy me while you have me. All right. I'm going to tell you what's coming next. What's coming next is new brand identity, right? New photos, new website design, funnels to be able to bring new people in so that they can order small courses from me, medium-sized courses, and larger courses so that we can work on having a total knockout experience, right? What else is coming next is different ways to become and be a full and total knockout. Getting your finances together, getting your health together, getting your mental mind, like my sister says, get your mental mind together. I don't know if there's anybody else out there who says mental mind. Put up the number 2 if there's anybody else out there who says mental mind, because that's what my sister says. And I don't know if other people say that or if this is just what my little sister says. Mental mind, get your mental mind together. And so yeah, so that is the next iteration. We got Pinky in the house. Oh, look at my sweetheart. Oh, it went too fast. My sweetheart, Pinky. Thank you, Pinky. I love you too, my sister. We have to come back and do our live again. Listen. Some people don't want to see us together, but it don't matter, no, because I got you. I don't know the song. Listen, some people, they don't want to see us together, but it don't matter, no, because I got you. Hey, people, put those music signs up. Throw the pinkies in the air. Throw them pinkies in the air. How funny. Tay is saying, love the love and strength of these women. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a high five, Tay. Pinky, you came in at the last moment. We're just getting ready to get out of here. I've been on for an hour and a half. And I don't like to, but listen, let me know when you want to go live again so that we can have a chance to talk again. And so SB is saying, can I help you with your makeup, Tanya? I'm a certified makeup artist. Thank you. When I go to do my photo shoot, I found a photographer who has some work that I like. One of my concerns for professional makeup, this is one of my concerns. One of my concerns for professional makeup is that it looks so good. It looks so good that it looks better than the real thing. You know what I'm saying? It looks better than the real thing. And then when people come out to the webinars, they be like, look at what's this? Like people were when they met Vanessa Williams in real life, and she had very bad rosacea on her skin, and she was walking around looking aghast. Piece of Candy is saying funnels are important. I'm learning about this. Yes, absolutely. So Tay, so you say mental mind as well? I don't know. My sister says that I have not heard anybody else say that. Dolce is saying, I'm British, LOL. Tom is saying, I wasn't complaining, just explaining to Aisha the requirements. Oh, okay. And Pink Pill is saying, good morning at Tanya TKO Live. All love from me. Love to you and the knockouts. Yes, we all love you. We love you. It's all love. It's love, love, love. So, it's going so quick. I meant to, let's see. Pink Pill is saying, Tanya TKO, it's you on better. That was a makeup tagline. Oh, you mean, okay, it's you only better. What is better than me? No. Oh, goodness. How funny. Oh, yes, the retreat. Oh, I'm reading retreat. She's saying rat-a-tat. I'm like, retreat. That's where my mind is, because I want to do a retreat. Rat-a-tat-tatted and all the trolls scattered. I have the funniest. My knockouts are the funniest. You know what I would really love? Like, over the next 10 years, I would love to be able to have like a full and total transformation platform where we are able to transform into self-love, where, I mean, those of you who know me know, and this, I feel apprehensive about saying this out loud, because when I say it out loud, you all are like, I'm ready for this now. But what I would like over the course of time, to be able to have a cookbook so that you all can have delicious plant-based recipes to be able to make, not saying that you have to eat a plant-based diet, but when you want to incorporate more veggies and grains into your life, that you have a cookbook that has delicious recipes in it. So that is something that I would like to do. I would love to be able to get to a point where I personally work with a personal trainer and am able to create ways for us to participate in movement so that we can stay moving and stay healthy. This pandemic has taught me the importance of just being active, staying active, and finding that however you can. If you need to pick up a jug of milk, hold that to your chest and do squats, do that. If you need to run up and down the stairs inside your home or in your building, do that. You just have to find ways to move. You have to find ways to move. Okay? You have to find ways to move. So so we got London, England in the house. So it's about 6 p.m. out there. All right. Semi is saying, I would love to do a retreat. Buddha is saying, yes, Pink Pill, you blocked my opinions on your live the other day, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. How do you know that was not her whatchamacallit? I can't think right now. My mind is, when we start getting past an hour or so, I just be like, blah, blah, blah. All right. How do you know that wasn't one of her moderators? And Pink Pill is saying, I knew you were going to say that back, Tanya. See, I'm getting to know you. You are so cute and funny. You're funny. Okay. All right. Gary is saying, even when you make me mad, I still dig you. Who is making you mad when you know that you are a lover? Huh? Lover? Stop it. You know you're never mad at Tanya. You know you're never mad at Tanya. How funny. LaBouche is saying, me too. I just moved out of the car, but I have a little something. Which part of the chat are we in? We back up. LaBouche is all late. And so Bridget is saying, where can we access the survey? Do you need assistance building the survey? No. I'm going to build up the survey. There's certain questions that I need to ask you all to find out where you are and what's going on in your life and what are you dealing with, what are you struggling with and stuff like that. Because if I'm going to create a course, I want to create a course that is going to help you all with exactly what it is that you all are dealing with. I did a Clubhouse the other day, and one of the things that a lot of people were dealing with was setting boundaries. And that's something that I'm really, really good at. And so I may just do like a mini course, like a little, like 5 video course, 5 PDF course, make it really cheap so that everybody can get it. And just make it like maybe $50 or $99 or something really cheap so that people can get it and be able to do that work on their own and be able to work through that. So I need to find out what you all are dealing with so that I can be able to make exactly what it is that you need. And what I'm dealing with right now is around my eyes is burning from wiping them. I am tired. Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones. That's a mouthful. It covers up my whole screen. It says, you are a positive resource. You teach a person to think and react on a higher level, not on a physical level, not on an emotional level, but on a spiritual level. That's what makes you different. You're so sweet. Thank you, sweetie pie. I appreciate that. Black is saying, Pink Pill, you told them I was a troll and they blocked me. You said it in your love, babe. I just say it, not mad. Oh, Buddha is not a troll. Wait, KMB is saying, sorry, Tanya, I had a lot of wine on that show and I was cleaning. Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, goodness. Miss Hurricane is saying, I'm new to your channel. I love your content. KN is saying, I was a caller on that show. Which show you talking about on Clubhouse? I don't remember anybody being off they ass intoxicated. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Oh my goodness. All right. So listen, it's always difficult getting off. It's always difficult getting off of the things with you all because you all are so engaging and I love being with you so much. And so here we go. ZQ is saying, thank you, Tanya. This live stream helped me have an epiphany about myself. What is the epiphany? I'm going to stay to hear your epiphany. And then after that, we're going to jump out of here. All right. Let's see. We're going to wait for her epiphany. Black Queen is saying, Tanya, I love you. I'm from the Caribbean, Barbados to be exact. I think a lot of people are thin skin. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, darling. I love you too, Mama. And so Regal is saying, I love your content. Don't leave. We need Black positive women to stay. Oh, well, who leaving? Oh, I was talking about the next iteration. You know what one of my goals is? This is one of my goals, and I'm speaking this out loud. Sometimes when you speak dreams out loud, it takes the air out of them. Sometimes when you speak it out loud, it brings it into being. One of my goals is to be the relationship expert on a reality dating show. That's one of my dreams. So it's like, as you go along, you have to re-express different dreams. That's one of my dreams. I would like to do. Mojo is saying content creators need to stop blocking people for not singing their chorus. Disagreeing doesn't make one a troll, if not blatantly being disrespectful. I mean, that's the policy I have on my channel. I let a lot of stuff go. So somebody's asking if I need assistance building the survey. No. I'm going to build a survey. I just have to get the questions together. That's it. But thank you. I appreciate your assistance. If you want to assist me behind the scenes, I might need some help getting all of the email addresses from the survey. So I might need help with that, but I don't know yet until I do the survey. You can write me on my website, tanyatko.com. Just click on contact, right? All right. So Shy is saying, please help them on Married at First Sight. Tell me they don't need help over there. This is what I'm saying. They do need some help because I'll be watching that and I'll be like, no. And they have not had a Black woman coach on there yet. They had one coach that went and started dating one of the contestants that was rejected. There's a lot of mess over there that I want to be. That's what my next dream is. So you all know what my next dream is. So I want to be able to serve you all, help you all, and create a stream of courses for you to be able to fine tune yourself. The girl with the epiphany, did she ever come back out and say her epiphany? Somebody saying Bitcoin is at 35. I'm hoping it'll go back down a little bit so I can buy some more. I'm hoping it'll go down. It was at 33 this morning. And with Bitcoin, you never know whether it's going down, going up, or what's happening. You know what I mean? Let me check on the price right now. Oh, Bitcoin is in a downturn. It's at 32 right now. Do you see that? It's at 32. And it's so interesting because I have a tiny small amount of Bitcoin in Cash App. And you know what? That's what we need to start doing. We need to start sending Bitcoins through Cash Apps because I received a few of them and now it's gone up. It started at like $50 and it's gone up to like 119. But let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. I'm looking for the girl who had her epiphany. Black Buddhafly, you and I are going to have a conversation privately. Please write to me, okay? Um, Keisha is saying, how do I become a part of your mailing list? Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on subscribe. It's right there on the top part. Just click on subscribe. um, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to, the girl, did she ever respond? I don't see her having responded. I wanted to hear about her epiphany. Maybe she got shy. Maybe she got shy and didn't want to come back out. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. So if she's not going to come back out, then I am going to jump out of here. Okay. And so Shannon is saying all the money I make on Cash App goes straight into stocks and BTC. You know what? I could have done that. I could have done that. You know what? Because I use other resources to buy Bitcoin, but I could have done that, because that would have Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. All right. So I don't see her having come back out and say her thing about the thing that she got, what am I saying? The epiphany. I haven't seen her come back out and say she got the epiphany and what the epiphany was for. So look, I'm gonna jump out of here because we're at 1:46 now. And by the time we get to 2 hours, I'm done. I'm done. As a matter of fact, I probably need to go lay back down, just recalibrate myself, and then we can go from there. Did she respond? I did not see her respond. I didn't. Oh, the relationship she has with her mother. Oh, okay. Look at this. You see the avatars people have? Look at this doll. What are we? This is too funny. Okay, all right. So I'm glad that this live helped someone have an epiphany. And I'm so very glad. And I need to listen, I need you all to do something for me right now, right? Because I need to get my application in to grad school today, right? I need to get it in today because I've been procrastinating on it. I wanted to get it in December 15th, but I need to have it in. The final day is on the 15th of January. I wanted to have it in a month earlier, but I kept putting it off because I really want to get my essay done right. But I need to turn off all distractions and do that today. So I need you all to send me some powerful, just you can do it. You got this. It's already done. Envision me getting into this grad school and that the words from my essay, and the issue that I have is the resume, because I have not had a full-time job. I create my own jobs. So I don't know how to really create a resume when I just done my own thing. So that kind of stopped me up because I'm like, what do I put on a resume? But I just need you all. I'm not vegan. I eat cheese. But after this pandemic, I'm hoping to be able to turn away from cheese because I would like to be vegan. I would like to be vegan. And I hear that cheese is like pus and all this other stuff. All right. So here, listen. I'm just Tanya TKO on Clubhouse. Just search for Tanya TKO. Okay. Okay, so good luck. Congrats. Do it. Good luck with grad school. That's what's up. Get it done. Yes, get it done. Heart, heart, heart. You can do it. I believe in you. You got this, sis. You've made it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's done, and so be it, Tanya. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. That's what I needed to hear. Oh, there's Google how to create a self-employed resume. I did not know that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Butterfly, it is finished. You are in. Get it? So listen, so I'm going to tell you all, I want to get my master's in spiritual psychology because I really want to be able to find ways to serve you all. It's like when I learn something new, and I can imagine that during grad school, when I'm in the throes of learning all this new stuff about psychology and us and spirit, that the videos that I'm going to make are going to be so powerful. So I'm working towards becoming Dr. Tanya, right? So yes, that's what I'm talking about. You got this. It's already yours. Okay, feel the fear and do it anyway. I don't want to think about fear right now. Don't put that in my sentence. It's yours. And Mott is saying you can make cashew cheese. It's delicious. I've had cashew cheese before, but you know, after a certain amount of cashew, it turns to sludge on your insides. But I guess the sludge of cashews is better than the sludge of cheese. So look at this. It's easy, Tanya. There are templates on Google to guide you step by step. All right. You know what? Okay. All right. So thank you. I'm glad that I said something out loud because that's something that I was kind of dealing with behind the scenes. And I just really wasn't sure how to get it done. And I didn't even think Google. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are like, when you tell somebody to Google something, they're like, they take it as insult. No, 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 no. I didn't even think of Googling it. I was just like, oh, I didn't know how it would be done. You can, why? You can buy a fake resume? Oh my Lord, have mercy. Dr. Tanya, that's what I'm talking about. Dr. Tanya. Okay. You create content, build and engage audience of 1 million plus. I do's, don't I? I do's. I do. You just need to mention your transferable skills, but I don't know what people in the workforce feel are transferable skills. You know? I don't know what they feel are transferable skills. So yes, I've built a network. I'm a content creator. Oh, I'm tired now. Yeah, see, we're getting close to 2 hours. I will the metrics of your views, subs, really? Hire someone to be your phony references? Lord have mercy. I actually was able to get really great references from my coaching because the school I went to for coaching as well as hypnotherapy. So I got some great, great, great references as well as the matchmaking academy that I'm in. So I was able to get some really powerful, references. So I'm happy. All right. Okay. Communications, technology savvy, team player. All right, let me go. Let me go. I'm tired now. I'll see you all in the next video. No coming back from this one. I'm clicking off this time for real. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is we already said all of the loving things in here. Part of loving yourself is continuing to keep going forward on the path of being in the path of the greatest good for you and everybody involved. And as long as you are doing your very, very best and working on becoming the best version of yourself, then you're on the right path. I'll see you all later. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.